Blog Talk Radio.
Damn, Blog Talk Radio.
You're listening to RVD Radio.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn summer needle! Damn cookie needle! Phantom stop the needle! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! A damn got stuck in your brain! Stuck in your full crack! You get down to stuck in your brain! Stuck in your full crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! I will fly high! 5-star broad fly! You can't stop me! 5-star broad fly! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! It's all about the yin and the yang, the balance of power and zen. You can't stop the yin and the yang, the balance of power and zen. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. I will levitate, flip, kick you in the yam. I will decimate, you can prepare for. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show!
Greetings, everybody out there who listens to RVD Radio, and that is you. You can't deny it because you're fucking hearing it, motherfucker. Happy August 4th. Hey, you don't talk during my blogs, man, or monologues. That's going to freak everybody out, man.
Well, that's what the co-host does sometimes. I got to go, yes!
You just threw everybody for a loop, including yours truly. Bruce Jingles is going to be co-hosting with us tonight. Nikki Starr will step in, what she always does. Bruce, way ahead of the fucking game. This is where I monologue and I talk too long, and people get sick of it, and they go and take a piss and roll their joints and put their coffee in the microwave, then they come back. But, all right, anyway, yeah, glad to have you, Bruce. We did this once before where Bruce took the phone calls for me and added so much personality to the show that I've been begging you to do it again, haven't I?
Yeah. But luckily I've been getting booked every Wednesday, so I have to do the call-in. But today I didn't get booked.
That's awesome. Today being what day, Bruce? Wednesday, August 4th, 2010, motherfucker.
That's right, the first one and the last one.
Hey, some of the people that listen to RVD Radio in August 2009 aren't with us anymore, you know? Is that eerie? Is that creepy? It's true.
It's like it sucks balls, dude.
Well, hopefully everyone listening right now is in good health. I am. Fucking feel great. I'm excited about a bunch of shit. A lot of good stuff happening, and Although we rarely talk about wrestling as one of the main topics on this show, it's kind of the backbone of one of the conversations I want to cover. Therefore, lots of my guests are pro wrestlers that we're going to talk to because I want to get their opinion. But also, you know, you've been watching the TNA show. This is what happens. Every single Thursday, Bruce Jingles texts me and says, "Is it worth it tonight?" Hey, come on. When are you going to stop doing that and just realize the show is kicking ass and you don't want to miss it?
Well, I did. You know, because, see, I DVR a lot of shows, right? And so, you know, I don't want to, if you're not on it, like, too much, then it's like, you know what I mean? But if you're like a match or
everyone else stepping their game up too, and the ECW guys are coming back, and shit is exciting. And hey, yeah, you know, I'm glad that I'm not like smothered and on there every single week having a match. Where that's one thing that I used to wonder, even with WWE, even when I wasn't a champion, why do I got to be on every single TV? But TNA knows that. The writers are getting way better. Dixie is awesome at trimming the fat. She's, especially lately, like since I've been there, I know she's been good at getting rid of some shit that doesn't work as much and trying other shit, you know, that sounds like it might work and going in, and it's been moving in a positive way the whole time. That's why I didn't like the debut any better than anybody else, you know, coming in and beating Sting in 5 seconds and getting beat with a baseball bat for 20 minutes. But I was patient, and I was like, everyone has to be patient. They're ridiculous. They're all casting their judgment now like, see, no, that proves that TNA sucks. They're going to lose their money. They're blah, blah, blah. They're folding. Fuck that. They are making money. They're making lots of noise right now. And I know I just got off an 8-day loop, sold out houses in North Carolina. We had to turn people away. It was fucking crazy. And everybody comes up afterwards to meet RVD and get a picture taken of me and my world heavyweight belt in the ring. Everybody. I mean, it's a ridiculous line that I would never get in. I've done that at every house show that we've done so far, except for one. Jeff Hardy did it. But it's like that. I see it growing. We got the highest ratings ever last week on TV, so we're setting records, and that's the week before was double what it was last month. So boom, shit is good. Everyone's excited. And this pay-per-view coming up this Sunday, August 8th, is a tribute to ECW. Everyone's favorite fucking time, man. Back when the shit was really dope. And it's just one night, but there's going to be way too big of a fucking explosion to contain. There's going to be a lot of momentum that's going to carry forward. And I know this, and so I'm very excited about this. And Bruce, you got to quit texting me saying, is tonight worth it?
I just think it's cool that I can do that.
Yeah, well, all right. That's cool.
It's a fucking sneak preview. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Hey, so check this out. TNA is going to be going overseas in January, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I hated going overseas with WWE. I hated it. I just felt like I was like one of the sheep in a flock. Bah! Just fucking moving along, you know, with the speed of everyone in front of me and behind me and waiting in lines everywhere with a bunch of people that I worked with. You know, it was just for the elevator, wait in line to get your room key, wait in line for get on the bus, wait in line to get your luggage, wait in line. And anyway, it was very monotonous and not real enjoyable, but the last few years I spent exclusively wrestling overseas and had a blast. VIP style, coming in like the big fish. I'm excited about going over there for TNA, where TNA is actually bigger than WWE, like in the UK. We actually kick it ass. Ratings. Yeah, so that's going to be very exciting. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, and I frequented a lot of these, but one of the countries we're going in the other day, they were saying they're excited about was Ireland. And I said, well, you know, Ireland's broke, right? And the faces dropped. Oh, the people that I was talking to. Yeah, Ireland is broke. The Irish wrestlers, it's Irish, man. They were telling me that fucking no one's got a job over there. The unemployment rate is like through the fucking roof, and it's a really, really, really poor ass country. And people don't think about it. They just think, well, shit has to be better outside of America, but not necessarily, you know. But I know here in the States, I have several friends of mine who were wrestlers or even comedians who've told me that they've been reduced to having to get real jobs. Can you relate, Bruce Jingles?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking myself. Actually.
Yeah, and a lot of people are. I mean, a lot of people that you know are. They've been calling me like, wow, I haven't have a job in like 10 years. And the only advice I have for them is, hey, keep your chin up. It ain't just you. It's everybody,
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe like some of the listeners can relate. I want to hear how the employment rate is affecting everybody out there in the real world, because not everybody's a world champion, and I realize that.
Amen. I sure ain't.
But another topic that I want to talk about is the wrestlers having insurance. Now, not everyone's going to be able to relate to this, but they probably have opinions, especially if they're wrestling fans, all right? And when I put this up as a topic, I figure right off the bat it's going to sound controversial. People are going to say, ooh, it's about time. Good for RVD. He's bringing up, that wrestlers don't have insurance and they get fucked. No, I'm bringing it up for conversation, but I stand on the opposite side of the fence for most of the wrestlers. And we'll see if anybody can change my mind, but to me, it sounds like a ridiculous argument. Back when Jesse Ventura was trying to get a union for the wrestlers, and then allegedly he was stooged off by Hogan and, big boom, boom, blah, whatever. Thing is, that don't work for me, because pro wrestling is such a niche profession. It's not even a thing. It's basically like a company, and now maybe one other company, and that's it. What percentage of the population is a pro wrestler? 0.00000. You couldn't even do a poll like that, and that's why polls don't work. I don't care if you poll 1,000 people. However many of those 1,000 people are wrestlers isn't going to reflect the accurate count of the fucking 322 million people we have in the country. But anyway, so for me, it doesn't work. It's basically like, if you want insurance, put that in your fucking deal when you make your deal, because we're independent contractors, and as such, we make our own deals, and then we agree to what's there in the deal, so we have nobody except for ourselves to thank for not having insurance in there. Also, everybody that I ask so far answers this the same way, and I'm going to ask you, Bruce Jingles, if you can make X amount of money in a year and be covered with insurance, or you can make more money but you take care of your own insurance, which would you rather have?
I'd rather do the more money and take care of my own insurance.
Everybody says that, so where is the fucking argument? I don't know, but we're going to talk to some wrestlers tonight and see if we can pick their brains on why this is always such a heated topic. And thank you for being with us today, Nikki Starr. How are you?
Nikki Starr, my God!
Nikki Starr, motherfucker! Come on, get on your shit, Bruce. Punch in. Let's
Nikki
go.
Starr, motherfucker! Where is she?
I don't know. She's kayfabe. Oh, you know what? She's probably waiting for me to fucking, she likes me to work and put her in. Let me see if I can, oh, there you are. Watch. I'm going to put her in. Okay. Nikki Starr, talk to us now that I'm taking you off mute, because you can't do that yourself for some reason. Hi, Nikki Starr. You can do that.
I can't. I was screening. I was screening.
You're screaming? Oh, my God. What's going on over there?
No, I was screening. DDP's on, and, yeah. So.
Okay, awesome. DDP's called in already. Good. We'll get our first wrestler's perspective. But I'll tell you, I talked to DDP on this, and he kind of feels along the same lines as me, which surprised me, because I thought, as I said, I stand on the other side of the fence. I think DDP is on that side of the fence with me too, but we'll hear from him. But Nikki Starr, how are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm so glad you're on the air, because I
know. How long has it been since we did a show?
Well, I was sick. Actually, I got sick doing DDP's show, then I was in the hospital, and then you were out of town, and then I was sick again. I know.
Are you better?
So, yeah, it's been about a month. I'm all better, yeah.
Holy cow.
Hospital scares the living shit out of me.
Me too.
Was it coming out of both ends?
Yeah,
I didn't like it a lot. I didn't like it a lot. But I'm better.
I didn't like it a lot.
So I'm very glad that you're on.
Nikki Starr, you've been doing DDP's show, right? Like hosting that one, producing that one?
No, I did it. No, that first night that I did it was when I got sick, and then I was off for 3 weeks. So, yeah, it was not good.
Right on, right on.
I got him all hooked up. I did a couple test shows, and his sound is good. And so he actually has another guy with him that does most everything I would do anyways. So.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to be on this show Thursday, and I know he's going to bring that up.
I'm going to be there.
About that.
I'll be listening.
Nikki Starr, the employment or unemployment rate of the country, is that affecting you, your family, friends, people you know or see?
Yeah. Yeah, Demos is unemployed right now.
There you go. You notice you're spitting on more homeless bums on the way to the bus stop?
No,
more and more?
We live in a little small town, and I don't see any homeless people.
But if you're looking for a job and having a hard time?
Oh, yeah. Every day.
I'm seeing more homeless bums I know. I'll tell you that much.
No kidding. Are you just kidding?
I'm serious, dude. People are fucking...
Wow.
Yeah, I have had probably 3 or 4 people tell me that they think they're going to be homeless. They're not able to pay their rent, you know, and it's like, fuck. You know, again, you know, you're not shocking me.
Well, okay, some of these people okay, here's my thing. Some of these people that, like, during the real estate thing, they have these $400,000 homes, but they have $10 an hour jobs. That don't make no damn sense. That really never made any sense to me. So a lot of people live way beyond their means. That's what a lot of it boils down to.
What's a pack of cigarettes cost? Like $5?
Like $6 now.
What the hell? No, it's way more than that. It's about 8 or 9. If you're in New York, it's 10.
Oh, what? Yeah, in Hawaii, Hawaii it's 10.
Are you serious? For one pack? And people smoke 2 or 3 packs a day, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know.
Some people I heard have. I don't. Whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know people that do.
Wow.
I don't know how you could afford it, but
I'd rather smoke weed.
Crazy.
Me too.
I think cigarettes might be more expensive, actually.
Yeah.
Can I get an eighth of tobacco? That's
Hey, Bruce, since you bring weed up, we're gonna go to DDP because he's online waiting. But let me bring this up to both of you and anyone else that's listening too. You know, we're voting. We're voting to legalize marijuana for everyone 21 years and over in November. Now, recent polls, according to Normal, show we're 52% in favor of legalizing it. That 52% of the voters want to legalize it for our economy. They say that it is going to go through. I'm optimistic. I'm going to be doing my part trying to push it, you know, which a lot of people don't want to hear, but that's okay. It's truth and it's knowledge. Here's one thing I want to bring up as far as employment goes. Legalizing it would create a lot of new jobs eventually, but at the same time, it would get rid of a lot of jobs. But they're bullshit jobs. They're jobs that shouldn't be. Like, we're funding, so much money to arrest and prosecute people for marijuana, and that creates a lot of jobs too in the rehabs, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. We would get rid of that, which would save money for our economy, and also we would eventually create jobs when the industry grows. So I see it balancing out both ways, but that's money that shouldn't be, really. I mean, it's wasted because the jobs are created on bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, brother.
I agree.
And you know what I hate now is the propaganda that's going out against marijuana. Like, if you legalize.
What propaganda is that, Bruce?
Propaganda. I didn't mean propaganda. I meant propaganda. Sorry. I was me doing.
What's
MC
your
Hammer.
fucking point?
Is that my dad?
I think so, dude.
Did you summon my dad's ghost, dude? Did you fucking have a Ouija board?
So. That's pretty good, huh?
It's scary. No, all the propaganda they have going out there, like against legalizing marijuana, that the dispensaries don't want it to be legalized, or that they want it to be legalized.
Right.
It's like just weird.
Hello?
Who's in the host queue?
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, what the fuck, man? Can we look, Bruce? You got complete sentences, man. You got everyone's attention. You can't just fade out like that.
No, I didn't fade out. It was just weird.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, DDP, no stranger to RVD Radio. How are you tonight, sir?
Yo, brother, how are you?
Oh, hey, by the way, Bruce, you're going to take phone calls after this, right?
Right on. DDP, motherfucker.
DDP, motherfucker. Like, who's that black guy that you sound like?
Samuel Jackson, motherfucker.
Right.
What the
You're the whole fucking show.
What up, DDP?
You up, man, you up. And we have talked about this whole thing. Let's talk about unemployment, though, first. You know, when all the money, you know, got sent to the banks to bail all that shit out with Bush, and then Obama did it again, and supposedly our economy's coming back, I only looked at the unemployment. And when you see that constantly rising up on the unemployment line, there's no way that our economy is going to be coming back, not in the big picture, because most of our people are middle now or middle to lower class, and I think absolutely with What's Up, Motherfucker, people were able to live in their means, a lot of people. And that's, you know, the whole thing, the banks and all that shit, now with the unemployment rates, man, you know, to me...
You think that's really what happened to our economy, is that people bought houses they couldn't afford, or is that just the front? That's it, huh?
I think that's part of it. You know, I was trying to get the hell out of L.A. and sell this place here when I could have made about $100,000 on it, because I felt that, you know, it just in California or around period that we had hit our height in the, you know, just the housing, and I wanted to get out before it got too late, never thinking the bottom was going to fall out, and, you know, and everything was going to dump into the ocean. But you know, I think it's, I don't know how they're going to turn it around, man, because it doesn't seem like they're really creating jobs. It seems like they're putting money, but no one knows where the fucking money goes. And it's like a vicious fucking circle, and you know, we don't have to get on the healthcare thing, but it seems like that's where all the time is being spent on fucking healthcare, when I think we need to get people fucking back to working, because that's what FDR did, and that's the only way we turned the shit around. So, you know, I think the war has a lot to do with it, too. I think we're spending so much fucking money over there, it's absurd. And somewhere, I guess they're supposed to get it on the back end. I don't know where the hell they're going to get it, though, because it didn't help anything to, you know, for what we're doing.
Here's what I don't understand, though. When our country is so fucking broke, people are looking for jobs. There's not even jobs available. They can't pay for their homes. How is it that we're still able to spend $1 billion each holiday? I mean, just now, the 4th of July went by. Everyone wants to go out and play with explosives. Even if it's illegal in their fucking county to do it, they don't care that night. It's okay to break the law that night. And then it's air pollution and sound pollution and then ground pollution, you know, and it's like, and so much money is spent, and everyone says, yay. And, I mean, to me, I'm very passive about holidays. I kind of like routine. I like all my days to be the same, and it kind of fucks me up that, you know, that I'm supposed to, because of tradition, change my shit up on a special day. But I always think we can't be that bad off if we can continue to spend billions of dollars to celebrate on holidays.
Amen. I agree with that.
I think the people with the money are still spending it, and all those politicians are making jack. They're making jack left and right. So, you know, it doesn't really affect them, you know, but it affects the people at the bottom of the totem pole, and that's where, you know, all these people, there are a lot of people, man. You know, I just passed a thing for a homeless shelter just today, and anytime I hit someone like that hits me up, I got to tip them out, man, you know, because I know that, you know, it's tough out there right now, man.
Yeah, I'm in a case scenario, you know, sometimes I give money to handouts and sometimes I don't. I definitely don't feel obligated. When I first came to California, I felt obligated because I wasn't used to it. And everyone that comes up to me with their handout, I'm like, oh my God, they're so bad off that their only hope is that some kind soul like me gives them my money so they can eat, that poor fucking person. And then I realized after a while, oh, okay, that's the fucking job right there. And people do that full time. And, you know, and I hang out at Venice Beach a couple days a week. Everyone knows RVD's one of the freak characters you see down there now. I'm always down there. At my boy Cushionator's shop down there mostly, and man, I see some of those people have been there for the whole 12 years or so. I've been here at least 10 years anyway, and the same people are there, and that's what they do. The dude with the rollerblades and the amplifier and the guitar on his back, that guy Harry Perry. That guy's so famous. He's on the cartoon map of Venice. He's in every documentary. He's been there since the first time I went to to Venice Beach, which must have been like, in 97-ish. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but
he
it was
was
a long time ago.
When I was in my 20s.
I saw him at Gold's Gym, and that, you know, he can afford to work out. And that guy, that motherfucker goes along there, and he rollerblades around you in circles, pestering the shit out of you playing the guitar till you whip out $1 and give it to him. And then there's Naked Dude, you know. You can watch this on RVD TV. I got all these guys on there. I show you what it is. Naked Dude comes up to you, you know, and he rolls around the ball on his shoulders and poses. He gets dollars, but it's their full-time gig, you know. And at the gas stations, I don't look at them a whole lot different. I do a case-by-case scenario. Some old Asian lady comes up to me, you know, and holds out her hand. She might tug on my heart a little bit, you know, like, oh, fuck, you know, I'm going to, you know, give her some money. And then if it's someone else, it's like I know that they're there from 9 to 5. I don't feel necessarily like I have to give them money. They say, do you have any extra money? None of us has extra. I mean, who gets paid the amount that they're owed, and then plus, for no reason at all, here's a bunch of surplus along with that.
No, dude,
Amen.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. Those people, it's a job to them. I got worked when I caught the guy in the corner, asking for $5. I just need to get to the bank or get to the bus.
Oh yeah, I got that one once too when I first got down to Florida forever ago. Yep.
To me, it's like I've looked at those guys and just go, uncle, dude. You know, like, you know, go hit a mark. I'm not a mark, but I'm talking about people who got you know, they can't get a job, even if they wanted to, because they look so bad. They can't. You know, I think about Roddy Piper's movie They Live, and remember where he got that one area, and he ended up in that one area where all the homeless people were. And I remember looking at that. That was 20-something years ago, and going, man, that's brutal. That'll never happen. But
that's now
times 5. You know.
Don't you think that crime rate has to go up because people are going to be more desperate, that they breaking into homes and just doing shit that they wouldn't normally consider is going to be
going up.
Option? Has to, right?
Yeah, it has to go up because people are getting fucking desperate.
I think that number already is up, way up. I mean, they just put cameras all in the building that I'm in. You know, they would never have gone to that extra expense, except for cars are getting broken into and shit.
We might have to call Officer X to get him to verify if the crime rate is up. He's usually on the phone with us by now, but I think he switched his hours up, and I think he's Batman by night and Street Cop by day or some shit now.
He fights crime?
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Oh, but by the way, 20 years old, and I moved down to Florida, and didn't even have the name Rob Van Dam yet. I was going down to meet Ron Slinker, the promoter that gave me that name, and to wrestle for his IWCA or whatever the shit it was at the Tampa Sportatorium. And on the way to his house, you know, when I got into Tampa, and I didn't have any money. I drove all the way down from Michigan in a Mustang with a legal license plate, a sticker that belonged on a different car, no insurance, $100 in my pocket. But somehow, when I got to Tampa and I was at a gas station, I got totally worked out of $20. This guy, he hit me with. Oh, my God. I was so young and green. First time I'd heard this, you know, and the guy said his car was just right over there. He was out of gas. He just needed the money to get gas, you know, so he could make it to wherever, and he was going to send the money to me if I gave him the address. And I totally believed him. Like, he's going to send me the money, you know. Now someone did that to me.
Are you still waiting for it, dude?
What's that?
Are you still waiting for it?
No, I kind of forgot about it till now, but I wanted to share it with you, you cock.
The check's in the mail. I won't come in your mouth, and I'll call you tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Touch your penis?
I've used that line before, too.
Yeah. All right, so DDP, let's talk about the other thing, man. Share your opinion with the wrestlers and insurance. Everyone's always bitching because wrestlers don't have insurance, and says who? You know, I mean, it's not like there's a standard set for pro wrestling. It's not even one of the options when you're graduating high school that you can pick on the computer. This is what I want to be. I want to join the Army, or I want to be a fucking funeral director, or a pro wrestler. It's not even on there. It's a very minute, freakish thing. It's almost like a little circus show. You know, it's just taken. Just the tour that made it worldwide. How the fuck can you set standards like demanding, like union demands on it, or or insurance? What do you think, Diamond Dallas Pizage?
Well, you know how I feel. We talked about this. I think that it would have been the call to do it in the 90s from Turner's aspect, because Time Warner came into the whole account, and AOL and those huge companies that give insurance to everybody. Where the WWE is a corporation that gives insurance to their business workers, but never have given it to their employees. Not employees, but their contract employees. And I think everybody coming in knew the deal. And, you know, it wasn't like you were only coming in and saying, you know what, I'm not gonna take this break if you don't give me insurance. And no one gave a shit. You know, he just wanted to get out there. And, you know, the thing that, you know, Bischoff did when he was running WCW, and that Vince does do, he will pay you while, you know, when you get hurt, as far as pay for your injury. But if it comes to like he did with me when it came to him honoring his contract, he cut me loose because he wanted me to become a color commentator. And at that time, I was over. I needed to get out of wrestling for a while. But
hey, wait, I don't remember you being over. Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
It was
it's okay.
RVD, motherfucker!
So, you know, I honestly feel the same way as you do. Is I think I remember talking to you and you said, really? It's like there's no one that's going to stop, you know, or create any waves right now, especially in either company, because they won't get pushed. You know, or what push they do have will go out the window. You know, if Cena even, you know, wanted to do it, he's not going to do that. You know, he's at the top of the food chain up there. He's not going to, you know, fight for, the guys to get insurance and stuff because.
Right, but also, why the fuck should he? Because he's got his own deal.
Right. But I agree with you, dude. I didn't do it either. And looking back on it, you know, if I'm thinking about it, I probably should have. You know, I was in a position where, you know, I'd worked myself up to the top, and, you know, I wasn't, for the boys, because it wasn't like it was coming out of one company. It was coming out of a conglomeration of Time Warner. And they ended up screwing us anyway. So, you know, maybe it would have happened, but, you know, that passed. So I don't think it's ever going to happen. And, you know, it's like get your own insurance, man, and put your own money away. And so I did. I saved my money while I was in there.
Well, here's the thing. All right, like let's say a wrestling company like started up, and let's say they offered insurance for wrestlers. Well, big fucking deal. That's their decision. They can get a group policy. The thing is, you can't really get insurance under the name of
the
wrestler. So, you know, they won't insure you then. You have to say you're an entertainer, you're an actor, whatever, and that's kind of like being part of the system or whatever. I mean, you know, Vince doesn't even say that his guys are wrestlers; they're entertainers. That's all for the same reason. That's the legal language, and that's what's appropriate. You know, if a company does come up and they say they offer insurance, then I mean, if the guys get like super excited about something like that, then okay, you know. But again, if you could have that or have more money and just go get your own shit, which would you rather have? Most people say they'd rather have more money, so it's not a big deal.
They know what they want. Because there are different coverages also out there, because they can pick what the hell they want.
Yeah, and I think that I did belong to some group at one point in the past that insured us. I think at one point, you know, that in my career, but anyway, yeah, you know, they usually cover you if you're hurt in the ring. Definitely, when I was with WWE, I had the knee surgery. I was out for a full year, probably a favorite year of my career, because I got paid the whole 12 months, and my rehab was paid for, which was excellent, obviously, because I'm back on top like nothing ever happened, and it was actually total knee reconstruction. My ACL and my meniscus were injured and worked on. I didn't have to have the replacement, just, you know, they reconstructed it. Anyway, fuck it. So yeah, I always think that gets a lot more steam than it deserves, but some people, in fact, I think I know one that I'm going to call here in a few minutes. I expect him to give us an opposite view on this. And DDP, I was talking to Booker T on this. You would have thought we were on the radio. This is why I do the radio and RVD TV, because in real life I have these really deep discussions, and I'm always like, oh, there should be a camera or some shit like that. This was one of them. Yeah, so this was one of them with Booker T, and so he agreed to come on and talk to us, and he doesn't quite see it the same way as us. So I'm going to call him right now, or as soon as I can fucking dial it into the phone. And so DDP, you kind of agree with me, right? That like you're an independent contractor. That means you make your own deal. If I get my car paid for and my hotel's paid for and you don't, well, fuck you, dumbass. I guess they think I'm more valuable than you, or I just negotiated a better deal. What's the difference, right?
No, it all comes down to money. If you could have worked your way into a contract for insurance, they were never going to go for that because they give it to one, they have to give it to everybody.
Same thing when you're a comic, too. You
See, I don't even agree with that they'd have to do it to everybody. Some guys get their hotels paid for. Big Show got his transport taken care of. My own cars and shit back in the day. Oh, the phone stopped ringing. Did you pick up, Bookie Book?
I'm on the line, man.
Booker T, motherfucker.
Booker T, motherfucker.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get my earpiece in. I'm actually cooking some chicken right now at BT's Bistro. So just hold on for 1 second, then I'll come online. All right, guys?
All right, man. Get it. Booker's actually making a cookbook, guys.
Can he get down?
Yeah, man, he can. He's over in my kitchen, and the only thing I can do is get out the Foreman grill and put like chicken or burgers on. That's all I can do, and I can make eggs, but that's totally my limit. And he's like opening up my cupboards, and he's like pulling out shit I didn't even know was in there, you know, and all this ground pepper and like mixing shit together. And yeah, he's
What up, guys? I'm back.
Yeah. Hey, Booker T, on the line. We got Nikki Starr, we got Bruce Jingles, we got Diamond Dallas Page, and a whole bunch of callers listening, waiting to partake in our conversation.
Word. What's up, guys?
All right, man. You and I were talking. Well, first off, you got a bunch of people that you know that are affected by the employment rate, like people telling you they lost their job, or they got these furloughs where they're forced to sit home, you know, if they're teachers and shit. Like my brother-in-law, they keep giving them more furloughs to make up for the economy sucking, even though they could legalize marijuana and boost their economy. But you got a lot of people that are telling you, you know, they're losing their houses or their jobs or can't get work, shit like that.
Definitely,
Booker T.
It's like that everywhere right now, man. Everybody's losing their jobs. You know, I got my wrestling school. Actually, I went to 13 and up. You know, just so the parents to be able to pay the tuition, you know, of the students. You know, so yes, it's affecting you know, all over, man. It's affecting me as well.
Yeah, I know. I was just at the Comic-Con, and I went down there with you, Bruce Jingles, and we just went.
Right.
Yeah, it was fun though, right? You had fun?
Oh, it was a fucking blast, man.
Right, and but it's like marked out. You know, we walked around, you know, and shopped. I scored a couple of cool Ghost Rider things, and you know, I didn't. But a lot of times I sign autographs, and I'll be like advertised to be there, and I didn't bother doing it because last year the economy sucked so bad that it wasn't worth my time. I mean, I sat there and met a lot of really nice people and stuff, but at the end of the day, when you figured out how many pictures you sold and stuff, it was like, wow. I mean, that was like, I talked to a lot of other vendors at the Comic-Con, and they said the same thing. They said the economy fucking hit them so hard. So, Buck, we're talking about that, and a lot of people that are calling in can relate to that, but they can't relate to the other topic as much as us, and that's the wrestlers' rights. You and I were talking on the phone recently. The conversation came up, the age-old conversation about wrestlers and insurance, and there's always a defense. You know, people jump to the defense and say, you know, that's not right. Wrestlers are treated like employees. So they should have benefits, you know, like employees. And I always say, but fuck that. Well, we're not employees. We sign contracts as independent contractors, so whatever we agree to on the contract is basically what we got. So I don't really understand the argument. DDP, he feels along the same lines that I do, but I know that you carried on quite a sparring match with me the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty passionate about it. Due to the reason, you know, we've been put under the category of sports entertainment, and we get treated like employees, but we get paid like contract workers and get treated like contract workers from the other aspect. But like I say, when you're an actor, you're in Hollywood. Screen actors give you a very good insurance. I know every sports, as far as football, baseball, basketball, all those guys are fully covered as far as insurance go. And my thing is when you work for a company for 10 years and they still call you a contract worker, but they drug test you like you're an employee, I just feel like it's a double standard there.
DDP, give him your input. Bang!
Well, I think that, coming into it, I think what you're saying, Booker, Ben, but I just knew, to me, when I came in, I knew what the deal was. I knew we didn't have any insurance, and I just wanted to fucking get a chance to get the fuck over. And I didn't make shit, just like you. I remember those beginning years, we made no money. We were just trying to get the fuck over. It wasn't like we were going to stop, doing what we're doing. So I think pretty much everybody got on and signed on and knew what the fucking deal was. Do I think it should take care of us? Yeah, but I don't think, it's never going to happen.
See, I think
I feel that way too, but I feel like it's guys like us who pay that way, for the next guys that's coming up. We are the example for the next guys that's coming up, and if we don't speak up for wrestling, in a whole, wrestling is going to continue to be like it is right now, where guys get driven like horses and then get put out the pasture or the glue factory.
Okay, but can't we really narrow it down and just say that this is pretty much specifically a bitch, not with the industry, but with Vince McMahon?
No, I can't say that because I don't say that because I was in WCW. I was in TNA.
They're not anymore.
Excuse me?
Well, there is no WCW anymore, and if you're working the indies, you're lucky if you're even fucking getting booked on every weekend. You're really keeping busy. So it's not like they're like you could just say the industry itself treats wrestlers bad by keeping them on the road and thrashing them around with crazy schedules. That's only the lucky few that make it to the top, which right now is basically just WWE and TNA.
I mean, you got an argument there, as far as independent workers. I don't expect independent workers to have insurance. Those guys aren't independent contractors. So, like I say, when you work for a company for 10 years and they still call you, just say, for instance, like I say, you're on the road and you get hurt and you don't have any insurance, and a buddy of yours give you a painkiller, and then you go to work that following week and you get drug tested, and then that painkiller come up in your system. If you had insurance, you would go to the same doctor that they prescribed you to go to, and he's going to give you exactly the same thing that you just got from your buddy, and you're not going to get suspended for it. That's what I'm saying. I say wrestlers are not protected from that aspect as far as being able to still go out and do their job and be healthy at the same time. That's why so many guys are on steroids. That's why so many guys do so many prescription drugs, I think, because it's not regulated.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. My webmaster that does RobVanDam.com, he used to do my website for free just as a fan, and I never even used to look at it for the longest time. I used to have fans say, hey, I really like your site. I said, oh, okay, cool. And I started looking at it and spending a little more time with it, and eventually I ended up, doing RVD TV and charging people and trying to make it a business, so I started paying him and shit. So now I'm stuck paying him, even though I have RVD TV for free, which, by the way, check out the new episode. And anyway, let me ask you this. I'm not sure how long that guy's been around, but, man, if it turns out he's been around for like 10 years, should he be like a contracted employee, and should I get him insurance?
Well, that guy's not out there putting his body on the line. Like I say, every sports organization where guys have to put their bodies on the line, they're covered by insurance. Wrestlers can't even go to any insurance company and try to buy insurance and say they're a professional wrestler. They're not going to be insured. So, like I say, if I'm working for a company for 10 years and I'm beating my body up and that company is making, enormous amount of money off of me, why shouldn't that company insure me? Just why? Why shouldn't it?
Right. That company, again, I got to ask, we're basically talking about only one company in the business right now, maybe two, right?
Perhaps.
Well, so that narrows the importance of the argument to me. When people talk about there should be a union, we should stand up, and they're really talking about standing against only like two people, that doesn't sound the same as like the shoremen, the longshoremen all standing together, you know, with a union against for all the rights. You know, they're down there at the docks working their asses off, and there's the Teamsters unions, blah blah blah. They're all paying their dues and all this. We're just basically talking about two people that we as individuals work out our own individual deals with.
What makes us different than the offshoremen? What makes us different than, you know, one of the guys that's in the Teamsters? What makes us different than the guy that go out?
I would say this, like in San Pedro in Los Angeles, I would say that, you know, a high percentage, probably a higher percentage than any other occupation for males over 18 is probably a longshoreman, and high numbered. Whereas I would say nationally, if you want to talk about a national level, if you figure out what population of Americans are pro wrestlers, you're talking about 0.000001. I don't know any town that's run on that business where the people depend on the pro wrestlers to feed their families and shit. It's so niche. It's almost just like a Vegas show, like setting standards on Siegfried and Roy, when you can just go up and talk to them and say, hey man, can you get me some insurance?
Well, you know, like I say, I feel like when you're a corporation and you're making billions of dollars, you got guys who are going out there. Okay, I ask you this question right here, and it's a very, very simple question.
Okay.
How many offshore shoremen do you know that are rich?
It depends on your standards of rich.
Okay. And we went to the argument of, you know, we get paid, you know, a certain amount of money, so we shouldn't complain about it. How many wrestlers that you know that are rich?
A lot.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm saying like more than longshoremen. Like longshoremen,
what wrestlers that you name me 5 wrestlers that you know that are rich?
Booker T.
No, I'm not rich.
Well, I don't know what you consider rich. I mean, I don't know if you go by, you know, what you go by rich. You know, if you go by someone's house or if you go by what they have in the bank.
What I consider rich is a person who ain't got to work no more ever in their life.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know any wrestler like that.
How many wrestlers do you know like that?
The Rock, like one.
Exactly, but like I say, he didn't get rich off of wrestling.
Right.
He got rich off of making movies.
Austin?
That's why I say.
Austin?
Okay, you got. I mean, how many more? I mean, can you name 5? Can you name 5?
Savage.
Do we know Savage is rich?
Yes.
Yeah, but they got their money. They got all their money from other things, not from wrestling.
Exactly my point. And what I'm saying is, how many broken down wrestlers that you see, you know, coming to a lot of these shows, that's broken down and keyed up, their hips are replaced, their knees are replaced. How many of those guys do you see?
Well, I have a question for Rob right quick about this, okay? Because the chat totally disagrees with you, Rob. They actually, and it's interesting because they're talking about like A-Rod getting paid $30 million. Like, why are wrestlers so underpaid compared to other sports? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's ridiculous because you guys generate income.
What you just said also, A-Rod has some of the best insurance as well. That is companies.
Yes.
Okay, can I have time to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Rob Van Dam has the floor.
This is getting heated.
Baseball is an American tradition. We
what
play
that got to do with it?
Oh, come on. I had the floor, motherfucker.
Okay, my bad.
All right. Baseball is an American tradition that fucking families and good old boys count on going there. It's as American as apple pie and eating a fucking hot dog. And you learn baseball and you play it from when you're in kindergarten or first grade all the way through school. And then, you know, you have options to play it in college. There's the minors. There's the pros if you're really good. They pack stadiums. Every city has its own fucking team. And I don't even know. It could be an Olympic sport for all I fucking know. It brings in billions of dollars. It's this huge industry. And you're comparing that to one company, which is like one old fucking crazy evil man. And
so wait a minute. I don't want to step on you, Rob, but wait a minute. I got to step in here.
Okay.
Every team around the country that's owned is owned by individuals. The city don't own those teams.
Well, I know, but because they have so much competition and a player can jump from team to team or whatever, there are standards set. If you're fucking, say you're, I don't know, you're MVP, and you went from being in the can to fucking being on TV and getting that main event spot, and you're making, you know, like fucking way more money than you ever thought you should make. Do you give a shit that it's actually a 50th of what A-Rod's making? No. You're like, wow, I never even deserve to be here, and yeah, I'll do anything they tell me to do short of sucking a cock. And you know that's what happens. With baseball, there's standards set because there's so many different teams, and there's regulations, and there's fucking...
Okay. You said that about baseball. Okay, but what about football? What about basketball? What about hockey? What about being an actor in Hollywood?
Golf.
What about all of these guys getting covered? You know, as far as insurance go. But wrestling, the only have entertainment, but they don't get covered because they're independent contractors. How does that work?
I just want to tell you something, Book. I know that in Nash, you know, Nash has always been the locker room lawyer. Nash is telling me that at some point, right, a couple of years, I can't remember what year it was, but we went to SAG. I don't know who was talking about getting some kind of insurance. It's because we are entertainers. That's what we are. And we should be covered under SAG. Right, but we should be covered under SAG or try to get that, but they wouldn't accept it. I can't remember, Nash was telling me that according to what you make is what you get in retirement, and the guys who made all the top money, you know, they're covered up, you know, they wouldn't accept us because the guys who made the money would have, you know, had to pay out.
Had to pay them out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, the reason why wrestlers aren't accepted is because of so many wrestlers back in the day had their Lords of London and they got paid off and they got wise to wrestlers, you know, making a whole lot of money, you know,
right.
and faking injuries. That's how that's where that all started. But like I say, we should not have to go to a private sector to get insurance when we're working for $1 billion. If you're working for, I'm not talking about the independent worker. If you're working for $1 billion company, there's no reason why you shouldn't have insurance. And on top of that, you know, they seek out, you know, people like, you know, I mean, no offense, Rob, but they want people like you. They want people who are not going to speak up and question why is this and why isn't that and why.
I do question it, and that's why I know where I stand on the argument. It's a ridiculous argument.
Wait a minute. What does the internet people say as far as this argument goes? Am I right?
They totally agree with Booker T, RVD. I'm just saying.
That
the whole
is
chat
right,
room.
that is right there.
They do, but they don't. I think.
Let me have the floor for a second. So I gotta say, Book, I agree with you, but I say it's never going to happen. And so what I said is we should have fought for it, Book, when we were WCW and Time Warner came through, because that we could have attacked Time Warner as opposed to just attacking Turner. We could have the biggest company in the world. That's when we should have done it.
I totally agree.
I got one question. Can I ask you one question, Booker T?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, everybody, let me ask Book this one question, and let me get this answer. Booker T, do you think that Triple H has insurance through WWE?
Well, I'm like this here.
Come on, Booker T, you know he does, because he's got the best fucking deal, and that's what it's all about. It's an independent contractor. You make your fucking deal. Big Show's got his fucking transportation taken care of. That's why he has a tour bus, go city to city. We got to pay for our fucking rental cars. Me and you used to rotate that shit, no problem. Triple H has fucking health insurance. You know he does.
You didn't give me a chance to answer the question.
I know, because I'm all heated up, and I thought I'd go with the passion. Go ahead.
You answered the question for me. I'm sure he has insurance. It may not be on paper or anything like that, but I'm sure he has insurance. I'm sure his wife has it, and more importantly, I'm sure his wife's kids has it. Just like every other wrestler that works for that company, family should be covered in case something happened to them. It's just that simple.
Well, I don't know. I think chat room can suck a dick after that one.
Well, okay, so I have a Rob.
Wait, don't turn on your fans because they agree with me.
No,
are you going heel?
Come on, I opened this topic saying that I was going to be the oddball, that I stood on the other side of the fence. I expect them to disagree with me. I also expect the majority of the people to usually be wrong. That's what sheep do. But go ahead, Nikki.
Okay, so how about this, all right? So why doesn't wrestling have a commission?
Because it's too small. It's so niche. It's like, let's say you invent something new that's never been done.
Wait. Boxing has a commission.
Hold on. Boxing's a sport. Hold on. Listen, Booker's complaining that he has to say he's an entertainer when he gets his health insurance, but he doesn't mind that he's sanctioned as an entertainer by the New York State Athletic Commission. He doesn't mind that. He doesn't mind that he's state by state, that he pays his taxes as an entertainer. It's okay.
Right? Bogus commission in New York, that's the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
You're not talking about a real commission in wrestling, are you? Because I've really never seen a real commissioner in professional wrestling.
Well, okay, how about in Oregon?
I mean, you're talking about the people that come collecting $10.
Yeah, and they take your blood pressure and your heart rate.
Those guys, like I say, those people are the people that come collect $10. That's what their title should be. People that come collect $10. They don't commission anything.
It would take up too much room on the W-2.
Exactly. Those guys, I know those guys.
So, Nikki, did you have a question or did you already ask it? I can't fucking remember, and I got too excited.
I know you do, but I don't understand your point of view being a wrestler. I think that's like what the chat is like, kind of, wow, that.
I know, okay, I know, and I'm used to that because unlike most wrestlers, RVD is actually a smart businessman. I'm successful by whatever standards you want to use. If you consider being successful, like having surpassed all my dreams and making a lot of money and having a big house and being a good businessman, whatever terms you use as standards for success, unlike most wrestlers. So I understand business. Here's the deal, chat room. If I pay somebody to paint my fucking house, all right, and I sign a contract, I have a contract drawn up, and these painters agree to the terms on the contract, which says, look, they tell me it's going to take 3 years in order to do the job I want, so I'm all right, motherfucker, I'll sign this deal for 3 years, but you got to promise you're not going to paint anybody else's houses while you're painting my house, all right? Yeah, sure, that's no problem. I agree to that. Okay, and listen, I don't want you coming here, fucking wearing all, pierced fucking earrings and clits and shit, I want you to fucking look nice and wear a uniform like from the paint company. Okay, yeah. We work out all these deals. Boom, boom, boom. We sign it. I say, I agree to give you this much money. Bam! We just made a deal. What the fuck are they going to come back bitching to me later saying, you know that deal I made? Well, someone told me that it's not fair. Same thing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wait a minute, can I comment on that? Wait a minute, like she just said, that doesn't make any sense. But on the other hand,
it's so not even the same analogy.
If you did have a hired painter to come and paint your house, and that painter was going to be there for a month, okay, let's not say 3 years. That painter is going to be there a month. Of course, you're not going to have to pay his insurance. You know why? Because that guy that's coming to paint your house is going to be fully funded, hopefully. He'll probably have a whole lot of money to cover any injuries that he gets doing that work. That's his job. Like I say, an independent contractor contractor and a person that's a multi-billion-dollar company, that's two different things. Like I say, when you see a guy like LeBron James get paid, $200 million, but they're still working on his insurance package, that's this. And that's the way it should.
See, okay, let me just respond to that. For me, I feel like it's the same thing with that analogy. I feel like I'm not real cheap, and I feel like if someone hires me for my services, boom, I'm a professional. That's my job. I'm going to show up. I'm going to bring all the equipment I need. I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to do everything. Bam, you just got to, you pay my outrageous amount. Boom, we got a deal.
Okay, I mean, you can say that now, but...
What if you get hurt?
You're not going to be able to say that when you're 50,
Right, what if you get hurt, Rob, and you can't
don't have
work
any
anymore?
Insurance and your family's not covered? You're not going to be able to say that, and trust me.
Okay. Well, listen, Bruce Jingles, take caller number 5. Let's get someone else's outside energy in here. And I don't expect a lot of people to agree with me, and I said I'm open to someone changing my mind.
All right, caller number 5 is Harry Flash.
Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to let him through?
What do you have to push the...
I'll get it. Go ahead,
Harry. All right, Harry Flash.
Dude, that was the most boring call take ever, dude.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude. Harry Flash, motherfucker, you're on the air.
Thank you. Dude, this conversation's been fascinating. I forgot I was on the air. I was just listening in.
And I was kind of worried that, that it would be something, too short, but I actually got a bunch of wrestlers lined up to call in still. But so you're listening to it, and I'm sure, Harry, knowing the business like you do, you've already had an opinion of your own. What do you think?
Regarding the insurance issue?
Yes.
Well, here in New York, if you run a show, you have to get an insurance bond in case anybody gets hurt on the show.
I would think so, and that would be one insurance for the spectators and a different one for the performers, right?
And for the building, exactly. So technically, when you work for an independent contractor, as an independent contractor for an independent promoter out of the New York area, you're better insured than when you work with some of the majors.
I know I've got hurt at independent shows over the years, and I was taken care of. The promoter took me to the hospital. It was Greg Price way back in like 93 or something. I fractured my ankle in a match with Pistol Pez Watley, and, had to get it casted and everything, and I never saw a bill.
Yeah. I mean, you're covered. Where was that show, though?
Somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina or Georgia, same shit.
I think they have a commission down there as well. It regulates pro wrestling as a sport to a degree. Yeah, it is to a degree. Let me go pick up my $10 or whatever you want to call it. But by the same argument is they actually do good by making sure that shows are insured.
Hey, Nikki, do you see that we have a call from Ireland?
Is that the 422?
It is, dude. And I was just saying how broke Ireland is and TNA's going there. Who knew that many people are listening to RVD radio? All right, but Harry, am I crazy? Listen, am I crazy or is the chat room crazy?
A little bit of both. I'm just sitting back here as a spectator, and there are so many valid points to both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
This is one of those no-win situations because for every one person that's got an opinion one way, someone else can contradict them the other way.
It is definitely some good material for some thought here. And so far, when I talked to Booker, this is round 2 with me and Booker. As I said, we had a conversation with nobody listening, and I'm all open for someone to change my mind, but so far I just don't see it. The way I see it, it's about the deal you make when you are an independent contractor. And like I said, the guys on top, they have a really good deal. Did Stone Cold have health insurance? Maybe. I don't think anybody would have a hard time believing it if we heard that he did have it, and that would just be his deal. You say it should be like that all the way down to the bottom of the card. Well, where do you draw the line? Should everybody have their rent-a-cars paid for? Should everyone have their hotels paid for? Should everyone get a per diem for food? Where do you draw the lines, and where does it become? Where do you have the freedom to negotiate better deals for the more valuable players and more marketable workers that you're trying to ascertain or acquire?
Well, can I answer that?
Please.
You got, like I say, in every other sport you have your superstars, and every other sport you have your guys that come off the bench. The guy that come off the bench may be a minimum wage player in the NBA. He may make $100,000, but he's still covered. His insurance is still covered. It's just that simple.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, that's very good. Even though he's making $100,000, if he got hurt, his family's still going to be taken care of. That's my point.
Yo, can I chime in?
Let me ask you a question, because I don't know this. And when they get done playing, in the NBA or the NFL, does their insurance carry over?
No, it doesn't, but they do have a pension.
Just curious.
Hey, Bruce, stay caller 7.
They get a pension.
Caller 7?
That's just like in any life, in any job. If you quit the job, of course, if you retire from the job, you're not going to continue to keep getting insurance, but I'm sure they're going to have a 401k for you or some kind of pension plan set up for you.
And something that's worth mentioning, something that's worth mentioning here, because people listening probably don't realize this, but those of us who are businessmen and pro wrestlers, a lot of us are incorporated, so that at that point we are a corporation leasing out our services for the length of the contract, and thereby we do have the corporate name, and we become almost employees to our own corporation, meaning, if we want to consider insurance as a benefit out of our corporation to put money into that to cover us through that way, then we do that. And that's something
Wait a minute. What insurance company is going to cover you? I mean, who do you know that's going to cover you?
Like you said, I have insurance. You have insurance, too, so don't act like you don't.
I have insurance, but like I say, I'm a businessman. That's the only way I can get insurance. Otherwise,
that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. And, like I said, I have it through, and I also have it through the Actors Union because I'm an actor. I have SAG insurance. I have AFTRA because, I still have, I have, TV shows I've done that still, loop. Like, every once in a while, a VIP episode will play, and I'll get a little royalty from that, and that keeps the insurance going there. And yeah, there's ways to, just like when you pay the commissions, there's ways that you that you do it. You just, you can't say, look, I'm a pro wrestler. True, that puts you in a high category that they consider uninsurable. So, Cheyenne, you're on RVD Radio calling all the way from Ireland.
What's up, RVD?
Hey, are you really in Ireland?
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah.
Hey, do you know those Irish wrestlers that I wrestle with on the AWR tours?
Yeah, I actually caught that there. I was really excited, yeah. It was great.
Yeah, those guys are all really good. That one we call Little RVD that has my haircut and shit, good guy. So, yeah, they were telling me that Ireland is broke. Do you find that to be the deal?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's so bad. Nobody can get a job or nothing, no.
Do you have any idea what the unemployment rate is nationally?
Well, I'm sure it's very, very high because the jobs are losing very, very fast,
What about yourself? Do you have a job?
Well, I'm still a student.
Oh, okay. So, and people that do you know people that are looking and aren't able to find jobs?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Family members, my auntie's looking for a job, and it's sort of, she can't get one, so it's sort of tough for everyone, yeah.
People are losing their homes and shit?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. And it's worse down south.
Well, how do you think TNA will do when we come over there in January? You think they're going to have money for tickets?
Wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got tickets already.
See? There you go. There you go, DDP. People always have money to celebrate.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm very excited. Can't wait.
We were there recently in December. I was there. No, November, and it was actually before that. It was on a September tour. And anyway, there was not very many people there, but you probably didn't even know. It was a local promoter that I don't think did their job. But yeah. All right. Well, how about is the UK overall they're not as bad as Ireland overall, right?
Yeah, Ireland's pretty much the worst. Yeah, I'd say we'd be the worst in Europe.
In France and England, are they doing okay?
Yeah. Well, not too good, but not as bad as us.
All right, man. Scotland? Any idea?
Yeah, well, they're okay too, but it's sort of United Kingdom's all one really, and Ireland's got their own economy, and it's just really, really bad.
That's right, because I have Irish money and they won't take it anywhere else in the UK.
Yeah.
Huh, all right, yeah. Well, shit, we're going to be there, and I need to have a lot of people to show off in front of.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Looking forward to Sunday night, ECW.
Fuck yeah, man. Now, you guys can't get the live pay-per-view over there, can you?
No, I'll be watching it on Friday, so...
Oh, you can watch it on Friday on on the computer, or does a TV channel?
No, it's another TV channel. Yeah, it's for free. We get it.
It's for free. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
So
all right. Well, have you been listening to any of this conversation we've been having?
Yeah. The whole show.
You have any opinion to add to what me and Booker and DDP and Jingles really hadn't said anything too intelligent, but you know.
Yeah, just what you're saying. I agree with you with what you're saying. Yeah, you should get covered. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
A lot of time.
All right then.
Hey, Rob.
I am from Ireland. Yo.
Hey,
Rob.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I got one question before you talk to Rob.
Yes.
Does anybody agree with Rob?
What's that?
I say, do anybody on the chat line? There's one person out there, agree with Rob.
Not in the chat. But I do. Can I just bring up? Let me just bring up one thing. Wait. Let me just bring up one thing. Okay, listen. Check this out.
Yes.
If you look at this debate from a fan's point of view, all right, a young fan would like to see their favorite stars in full health, rather than Rey Mysterio working through a knee injury. Okay, so it's not like you.
Either way, wait a second, Nikki. If that's going to be your point, you don't think Rey Mysterio saw a hospital bill, do you? He didn't. Rey Mysterio didn't see a hospital bill, okay? He was taken care of. So that little fan...
Would he be taken care of if something
absolutely,
happened?
100% positive, yes.
How do you know that?
So you guys have... Okay, so wait, let me ask you this, Booker T, and y'all, you have unspoken insurance, is that what you're saying? So I can rest assured at night that you're really going to be taken care of?
No.
Oh, Rob, you're killing me.
No, Rey Mysterio, like you said, when you get hurt, when you're under contract and you get hurt and you need surgery, then you're taken care of either way. Booker's more concerned with if something happens to you and you die, he wants your family taken care of.
No, that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about if me being a wrestler and working for a company, if my wife, God forbid, something happened to her,
right.
No amount of money that a company is going to pay me is going to pay that doctor bill. Have you ever seen? My wife is going to have a baby tomorrow.
Congratulations, Booker T.
Congratulations.
Actually, she's having twins. And her doctor bill for a two-day stay is $27,000.
Whoa.
Everybody just got $27,000 to throw around. Now,
no, but
with me having insurance, it's going to cost me $3,000.
Right. Well, you should have insurance.
So why shouldn't my family be taken care of if I'm working, busting my ass for a company, putting my life on the line? If my wife got sick, why shouldn't my wife be covered under insurance?
No, she should be, and you should be the man like you are, and you should have a good insurance for your family like you do.
Wait a minute. Why should my children be covered under insurance when I'm working for a billion-dollar company, not an independent organization?
They should be covered. You should go and you should make sure you make enough money so you can go get yourself a good policy for your family to be taken care of. And I know you're going to do that.
And that's the way most promoters making billions of dollars want their wrestlers to think, so they can keep keeping a thumb on them and keep them down for the rest of their lives.
Who makes all the money in wrestling?
The boss, the owners.
The owners.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I got to be ready to close this off in case it doesn't go through. And you know I'm not very good, but I'm trying to call somebody, and I don't know if they're going to answer or not.
If it doesn't, I'll mute it, okay? So we can't hear.
Thank you. You're on it? No?
We're sorry.
Okay.
You have reached a number.
All right. Well, I was trying to call Rey Mysterio, to make sure to have him tell you that he was totally taken care of with his knee surgery.
Okay. Well, I just worry about you, and I don't know.
Okay. Tell me this here: when his baby was born, was that taken care of?
I'm not saying that Vince took care of it, but I'm pretty sure it was taken care of. You know, Ray, he's got a big, nice house. I'm sure he's got a good insurance policy and has his family taken care of. He's a smart family man like you.
Well, most wrestlers don't have that, though.
Oh, I know. That's why, you know, it's a jock kind of job where you can be brainless and still maybe, you know, go see the world and you know, if you're halfway good, or a lot of wrestlers, as you know, aren't that good and aren't going to make it that high, but they can still pay their $200 a month trailer rent and take care of themselves on that, you know, but gosh, I mean, you don't want them to have insurance. You've already said that.
Well, the thing is, it's no crime. I wouldn't say that wrestler is dumb or anything. Maybe that wrestler is less talented, but that wrestler is still on the team, just like every other team.
But they could be dumb, though. They could be dumb, though. There's some dumb wrestlers.
Every other organization, when you're on the team, you get treated just like everybody else. You may not get paid the same amount of money.
Okay. Hey, get caller number 8, Bruce.
Okay. Caller number 8 is Scorpio on the line.
Woody
Scorpio, motherfucker.
What's up? What up, Scorp Dog? Ain't that what call it, dog?
Scorp Doggy Dog.
See in the house, RVD. What up? Who else got on the line with you?
We got, besides Bruce Jingles and Nikki Starr, we got a bunch of fans listening, and in on the conversation are Booker T, who's taking a beating, and DDP. and DDP. Scorp, you've been on there listening for a little bit, and I don't mind if you wanna stand over there and throw it on with me too. Let me hear how you stand on here.
Well, you know, I just came in on the tail end of it, Rob, but
all right, you can plead no comment if you want. That's fine. I mean, you know, I don't want to get, you know, no heat on anybody. We're just talking about this argument, you know, that's always been in the business. You've been in it forever, like me, and there's always talk about, man, wrestlers are screwed because they're treated like employees, but they're really not. And I see that as fact. They're not employees. They're independent contractors. So
we're trying to set you up. We are
All right, Buck. Tell them what we're talking about then.
All we get is high-priced hookers. Okay. Scorp Dog. Rob tried to set you up so you could be on his side. That's right. That's why you said that sob story out to you like that.
Go ahead and set it up, Buck.
What we're talking about is if you're in a $1 billion company, I don't care what. Let's not talk about wrestling. If you're working for a $1 billion company, should you or should you not be covered under insurance? Have an insurance policy?
Well, my thing is, I'm kind of like you, man. If you work for a $1 billion company and any other business but the wrestling business, your family's going to be covered on that insurance plan.
Case closed, man. Case closed. We can shut this chat down for the night. It's been good.
All right, listen. Where do you stand on Octomom?
What the fuck?
Come you.
Where the fuck did that come from?
He just pushing my buttons.
That conversation is the last time that I had my entire show team up against me.
Why are you pro? I don't remember that show.
The thing is, like
you don't remember it?
No.
Rob,
oh, that's right. Oh wait, I remember now.
You said you wanted somebody to change your mind. Hopefully, after tonight, you'll have a change of heart. Maybe you'll think about this for just one moment before you start talking about it.
Hey, I will keep thinking about it, you know, but so far, all I hear is a lot of defensively toned words that really are not consistent with facts or logic. So I don't see any.
Wait a minute. Everything I just said was factual. I said
logic.
I didn't just say it
I
without
get real
giving an
squeamish
explanation
around
or
stuff like that.
Why? I
don't hear
you,
anybody.
If I say something, I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Right, and Booker T, I don't hear anybody defensive except RVD.
You know, he's the only one defensive because he feels out of place right now. He feels out of place because he doesn't know that he's wrong. And you can't blame him.
Right.
You really can't. You can't blame a person for that. Bob.
Right.
If I was there, I would give you a hug right now. If I was there, I'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Just because.
Embrace.
RVD needs a hug.
So Scorpio, unfortunately, you came in after a lot of logic was spilled out there, but Scorpio, I pretty much summed it all up by saying this. Guys that are top guys, they get the best deals. Guys that are not top guys, their deals aren't as good. That's how it should be, right?
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I've had a great deal for 20 years. Now,
What's that?
I've always got a good deal. That's so you can't put me in that category right there.
You've had a Triple H deal? Like a Triple H good deal?
It's not about the guy that gets the good deal. It's about the guy.
Like a Stone Cold Steve Austin good deal?
It's a good deal being married into the family.
Like a John Cena top guy good deal?
Top guy good deal. Come on, Booker T. Top guy.
Heck yeah. I've always had a top guy deal. I've always been paid very, very well.
You should have married the boss's daughter.
I didn't know you didn't.
That's right.
Why you still be unhappy and have to run a business and still be working your whole damn and still get no time off.
JMC, you pick up?
Yo, hello? What you calling me?
Justin McCully.
What's up?
Hey, man, we got Booker T, we got DDP, we got Too Cold Scorpio, Bruce Jingles, and Nikki Starr, and Harry Slash all on the line.
No.
He brings in the big guns.
Yeah.
Sick.
Unreal.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
McCall, motherfucker.
What's really going on?
All right, listen, JMC, check this out, man. I got my whole radio show teaming up against me, which is fine. RVD's one of a kind. I know that. I'm the leader. I understand that. And these guys...
You're of the pack. Come on now.
Listen. JMC, these guys are trying to act as if Vince McMahon isn't just one person they can talk to, but in fact some big organization or league that they need to treat with by forming a union or setting standards that everyone can abide to, when everybody just makes their own individual deal, and that's how it goes. You could get a 1-year deal. I can get a 3-year deal. I can have my hotel room paid for. You don't. That's how it goes. Insurance is just another benefit like that. So I don't understand what all the fuss is about. Why should I fight so that the lower guys on the totem pole are taken care of too?
Why you trying to set him up too, man?
Come on, man. Don't make me mute you, Booker T.
The only way to do that
Don't be setting him up.
He's taking care of the insurance himself.
Oh, my God. Come on. Don't make me mute you.
Just pose the question and see what he says.
I don't know. I think, honestly, unions always fuck things up, but at the same time, there is no protection. There's no pension plan. There's no retirement plan. There's nothing for anybody to have any security for a future.
I have a retirement plan. I have insurance.
Don't you think the union would make a difference, though?
Let's let JMC talk. I want to hear what he says.
Wow.
Go, Justin.
JMC the floor.
As independent contractors, we have the responsibility to take care of our own financial requirements in the future and present times. That's the way it is. That's what we sign on to.
Yay. RVD, right?
But at the same time, when there's that much revenue going around unshared, you can think of constructive things to do with it to support the people that have gotten you there. And so quite frankly, there could be some 401k plans given out, some health insurance plans given out, and some other benefits that would be nice for the wrestlers to have.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I want to ask you, do they cover you when you work with UFC? Do they cover you? Do they give you insurance?
Dude, no, fuck no. Our deals are worse than yours. We get screwed. We get nothing. We have to pay for our own medical examinations to go fight, and they're $800 just to get licensed. I mean,
can I just add so that anyone listening to the show hears at least some intelligence coming out of this? There are way more people that do MMA fighting than do pro wrestling.
Way more.
Thank you. We're talking about such a niche little crowd.
What's your point?
Because we're talking about such a niche percentage of the population and setting demands on that. It's just like DDP, let's say you come up with your own traveling show and it's YRG on rollerblades, all right? And you pitch it and you sell it to some guy in Vegas that's got money that has you fucking doing shows there and stuff. Okay, guess what? If you end up having like 200 people underneath you, you're almost WWE. That's it. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about like an actual industry, like railroad workers. We're talking about pro wrestlers. And my point is, a lot more people do MMA than do pro wrestling, and they're not taken care of.
MMA's only been around for a few years. Professional wrestling's been around since my grandfather's been around. And my grandfather died when he was 102 years old. In 1992, so you really can't compare the two right there. That's no comparison.
Actually, you can't compare the two because they started from and stem from the same place. In the carnival and wrestling, and the wrestling attraction was a big tough guy. The hooker took on the toughest guy in the town, would show up and take on all comers, and then it got so boring. Guys started stalemating their matches, would have hour-long, 2-hour-long, 3-hour-long matches. And so they started working them. They started making them exciting for the crowd. That's where pro wrestling came from. It all came from a shoot in the first place anyways. We're all the same animals. You guys just work it out so it's more exciting, and we bang it out for real. That's all. But it's definitely, I think it's one of the things.
You talking to somebody that says, what you talking about for real, man? Y'all bang it out for real, man. Y'all have to work, too, just like we work. Welcome to the business. Welcome to the business.
Come on.
Listen, my point is that if you're going to treat MMA like an industry, it employs a hell of a lot more people than pro wrestling employees. You're just talking about basically people that work for Vince. Why not just say so? How many wrestlers work for? Wait! Come on. How many wrestlers work for a $1 billion company? I don't.
Well, me personally, I'm talking in general. I'm talking about in general as a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm talking about as far as
WWE. You're talking about WWE. It's the only one, Book.
I'm not. I'm excluding wrestling. Let's take wrestling out of the picture.
Yeah, because you're comparing it to wrestling.
No, I'm talking about sport, and I'm talking about entertainment. I'm talking about all of those businesses that we are talking about right now. And like I say, these guys and us guys putting our bodies on the line, and like I say, for us not to have something as simple as insurance. I'm not talking about something huge. I'm talking about
maybe it was the forces of darkness. I have no idea. I don't know, because it's mysterious how it all happened.
You can tell it was mysterious from that little point you're going there.
Yeah, sorry. All right, well, listen, man, we got to...
Unions usually screw things up. Unions usually bastardize the situation anyway and make it so people are kind of complacent. They sit back on their heels. They know they got a job. They know it's coming. This stimulates competition, keeps the young guys hungry, keeps the guys striving to get to that top-notch position on the card. So maybe Vince has a plan for doing it this way and keeping everything.
It's always been a plan. It's been a plan since day one. But like I say, you guys keep talking about Vince McMahon. You guys are the one who keep bringing up Vince McMahon's name.
But you said that you don't think indie wrestlers should have to.
You don't work for an indie promoter every night. You're not going out, working for an indie promoter for $100, 360, 200 days out of the year.
I'm just not aware of any other wrestlers that are doing it as an occupation full time, unless they're in WWE or TNA. Or indie wrestlers.
Well, like I said, you keep saying TNA. You keep referring it to wrestling.
Well, no. Who else is there?
Now, wait a minute. I'm talking about in general as a whole in life, in any other sport. And that's what I'm comparing it to. You don't have to compare it to that. Maybe you want to go back to, and don't want to piss nobody off. Maybe.
No, because it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare.
That's true. In basketball, you have a players' union. In football, you have a players' union. In every other sport out there, you have a players' union. You have a body that's there to protect the player and the athlete. You have a direct organization that's there to compete.
That's exactly my point.
That's who has the money.
That is exactly my
allocated correctly.
Hey,
and so that's a valid point.
And like I said, if you don't want to say that, if you don't want to be one of the guys to stick up for the wrestlers and be one of those guys who stick it in his pocket and say, as long as I'm cool, I'm fine, hey, it'll always be like that. And that's just the raw, true situation.
Well, Brooke, let me ask you something, because I said earlier that I should have stepped up in WCW. Why the hell didn't we have this discussion when we were on top of the world?
You know why? The problem was there's been a whole lot of guys that's been trying to do it. As always said, yeah, let's go do this, let's go do that. And when it came time to go and talk to somebody, nobody stuck together. Everybody always kicking down.
But you know what, guys? And I'll tell you, and I stand firmly on this belief because I've thought about this a lot. I thought about, hey, what if we get all the guys in the top of the guys in the league and we all walk out of the cage and we say we're not showing up to work? It doesn't matter because they'll get somebody else to get in that cage. They'll get somebody else to get in that ring. What matters is if the fans walk out on the company. If the fans bind behind the athlete and the fans say, we know you're treating the athlete unfairly, we're not buying your product anymore until you start treating the athletes a little bit better. Then they're going to listen because then their pocketbooks are going to take a hit. And once their pocketbooks take a hit, then they're going to start listening. But until then, they'll find any other guy on the street to fill that job. There's thousands and thousands of dudes that want to be on TV performing in the spot where all the girls are.
You know what? You're exactly right. You're 100% right. And when you listen to when you got a guy like Rob who ain't stepping up to the plate, say that's what's going to happen. So I'm right now putting it on the line. I'm throwing out the gauntlet right now and telling Rob he needs to step up.
No, I'm listening to you, and I don't understand. Here's the deal, Buck. If I really wanted insurance that bad, let's say I go price it, and insurance for me and my family, I don't know, let's say it's $1,500 a month, right? Now, not only can I ask for $1,500 a month more and get it so that I can pay for my insurance, but if I said, no, TNA, I want you to pay that, and I want you to get that for me, because they would do it. I don't understand what the deal is.
See, what you just said was exactly what I just said. As long as there's guys like you
no, Bug, that's how. But that's what.
I ain't worried about whatever the fuck else goes along. That's what's going to continue to keep happening. And
it's because we're independent contractors, though. I don't understand.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what it's about.
I think one of the problems, too, guys, is the athletes don't know about protecting themselves. The athletes don't know what to ask for. They don't know contractual law.
Why they get agents and managers once they start making enough money.
Athletes get raped contractually all day long from every organization and since the history of time and shows. So if we could, I don't know, maybe educate the athlete a little bit more, or have somebody there that would give the athlete a gift of knowledge to what to ask for when he goes in for his negotiating time with whoever the president of the league may be.
Officer X.
Athletes will be protected a little bit. But to form a union, to have the athletes stand up and try to form a union, all the athletes will be blackballed. They'll bring in new talent, and it won't work. It'll never ever.
That's why I say it's not.
And the thing that it is
it's not up to the athletes. It's up to the company to do that. And it's not up to the company to do it for any special reason. They're just doing it because it's the right thing to do. And that's my point right there. Okay,
and here's the thing.
My thing is, it's like Booker T say, it's the right thing to do, but the bottom line is we're just high-paid hookers. They use us, abuse us, pay us, and when they get done with you, they hire somebody else. And so trying to stick together, you can't stick together because if you all stick together, they're just going to get rid of you. As is how the business is. And this is the only professional, so-called professional sport where we don't have no off time. This is the only sport where we have no off time in the season. We have no, no insurance. no kind of, health plan, no nothing whatsoever, and yet you still have to work year round.
Right, but that's just because that's your deal. Now, if you say, hey, I only want to do 70 dates, and they agree to it, boom, taken care of. That's how it works when you're an independent contractor. And here's the one thing that Booker, you keep ducking this. You keep ducking this. He says, I'm not just talking about WWE, but yet he says it's up to the company. What company is there in the pro wrestling business that's not WWE? You guys, it's that small. It's that niche. That's why we could all be replaced. It's not a big fucking industry. It's a very, very few dozen people on the planet that get together and are doing a show, and the people you're demanding are the company, but I'm not saying WWE, right, Book?
Bottom line is it just ain't no more territories.
I can feel your stress level. It's like way over the top. Just calm down.
Hey, no, I'm just saying, you keep ducking that.
I'm not ducking it, man.
Okay.
WWE, of course, they don't give their guys insurance. But like I say,
who else could we be talking about?
Wait a minute. Let me finish. WWE.
That's one company. What other companies?
Well, I'm not. Well, you said WWE, so now we're talking about WWE.
Okay.
All right. You want to bring it up? All right, let's talk about it.
Okay.
But
aren't they the standard setters?
Well, like I say, they're the standard as far as professional wrestling go.
Yeah, aren't we talking about professional wrestling?
We're talking about sports and entertainment and insurance. That's what we're talking about, I think. Like I say, in sports, you're covered under insurance. In entertainment, you got insurance. But in professional wrestling, which you're opposed, you don't have insurance, which it is. And it also makes it just as much money as any of those other companies that we're talking about. But
in the company's defense, Book, who's going to insure a bunch of guys that break each other's necks and light each other on fire all night? You know what I mean? That's not
Wait a minute. NFL guys, their lifespan is 3 years. That's the NFL player's lifespan. You think it's not only fair to cover those guys for that 3 years that they work for the company?
That's his career span. And NFL players probably far outlive professional wrestlers athlete per athlete on an athlete per athlete percentage.
Wait a minute,
so I don't think it would be a safe bet for any insurance company to insure a professional wrestler or a professional wrestler.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me?
No. I don't know how many professional wrestlers do you know that are like 60, 70, 80 years old?
We might have lost a lot of we've lost a lot of professional wrestlers due to drugs. But that's
exactly. And you know what, maybe
but how many of those?
Let me ask something. Officer X, are you on with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's on.
Work on that, bro. You need to go.
Right.
You need to study about
let's
the
hear it.
NFL and how their brains are fucked up.
All right, Book, can we hear a fresh perspective and see what Officer X says about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Officer X. Take the floor. Give us your feedback on this conversation.
Two schools of thought on it. I mean, proper corporate citizenship would give their employees health care. A union, though, you don't know how long it's going to last. And the thing is, there's not that many guys in the business. And here's the thing with wrestlers, too. I mean, I'm a cop. I've been a cop a long time. If I go to wrestling school, roll around with some guy for 3 months and have a wrestling match in front of the VFW, people are going to call me a pro wrestler. I'm not a pro wrestler. and that's what a lot of these guys are that side, too. But the guy should get some sort of insurance or some sort of health benefit.
Who should, though? Who should?
The bigger companies. Because if you're running an indie show,
Dang
there's no problem.
Dang it. What bigger companies are there in pro wrestling?
He ain't got to say it. It's
this
not
is
about
it.
an individual. That's what you're trying to make it out of, Rob.
I'm saying the business is that small.
No, the business is that small, Rob, but think about this. You're thinking of the whole thing as a top guy. You're a top guy. What about all the other guys, the mid-card guys that are making, I don't know what they make, 100, 150 a year, and then by the time you pay for your travel, for your hotel, you couldn't fucking buy insurance if you wanted.
And they got to pay for their hotel and their own rental car, too.
So
yeah, and you know what? I paid for that shit 10 years ago, too. That's called paying
Hello?
your dues and working your way up. And shit, 20 years ago, I had 5 people splitting in a hotel room. Shit, should I take care of those guys, too?
No, but I'll tell you, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. I mean, should everybody make the same amount of money? No, but I mean, honestly, if you're a $1 billion company, right, would it fucking kill you to provide health insurance for your employees?
Well, obviously, we are talking about one person, one company there, right?
That's the only place where it's probably feasible to do it.
Well, of course. That's why this argument doesn't even have any weight, because we're acting like we're talking about something that we're not.
But you're fucked up, because for the most thing, those guys aren't independent contractors. If I want to call a WWE guy and have him do an indie show for me or ask him to do a signing, I got to call the fucking office, and I got to pay a pimp fee to get the fucking guy.
You know why? Because those guys signed a contract that agreed to that term.
Because here's the deal with these guys, right? I get it the same.
Of course, that's in the contract.
If you want to deal with him.
Wow.
I was a union official for fucking years, right?
I'm sad, man.
But come on, I'm speaking logical. Everything.
You know what, Rob? You really disappointed me, man. You really have disappointed me tonight, man.
Bruce Jingles, see if you can take caller 17. That's Fonzie.
I'm
going to get Fonzie.
You're going to burn you one, man.
Fonzie, motherfucker.
You know what I mean? Go try to get a fast one and go to sleep and wake up in the morning.
What's up, Daddy?
Hey, brother. Am I on?
Call me and apologize.
Yeah.
I'm going to be hot. You know, but you wrong, man. You gotta step up to the plate on this, Rob. You know, you gotta quit. And if we are,
we have only to remove those who oppose us.
Okay, Fonzie Daddy. Listen,
RVD Daddy, thanks for having me on RVD Radio.
Yay, man! Thanks for calling in, Daddy. Good to talk to you.
Beautiful. I'm good.
All right, so listen, this topic, I was worried that I'd be able to cover 2 hours with it. We're not even going to have enough time to get through to Booker T. He doesn't understand.
I think you need a 2-part episode, dude.
Booker T, Daddy. Booker T, you got a grandson?
I got 2 kids on the way, man.
No,
beautiful, brother. Beautiful.
Congratulations. Fonzie, what's up?
What's up, you, Daddy?
What's happening, Daddy? I'm going to see you Sunday.
That's right, direct, motherfucker.
What's up, buddy?
Fonzie, motherfucker. By the way, hope everybody listening gets the pay-per-view Sunday, because it's going to fucking rock. And I haven't been this excited. I know the fans haven't either in a long fucking time. So lots of positive energy here. It's going to fucking kick ass. I expect it to be TNA's highest-rated pay-per-view. I do.
Ever. I do, too.
Awesome. Let's make it happen. Fonzie, listen, I'm sure you've had countless conversations about this shit over the years, because you've been in the business even longer than Booker T. You used to watch Booker T when you were a little kid. I remember you telling me that.
I'm black and white TV, Daddy.
So, where do you stand? You probably, just like everybody else, you probably don't agree with me on this, huh? Just what do you think, man? Wrestling. All right. Go, Daddy, go.
I don't got the subject. I don't know what you guys got on. So what do you guys
talking about? Okay, wrestlers. If wrestlers should have to get insurance as part of their deals when they have a contract, but we're not just talking about WWE, but we are talking about all the major companies in the business, but not just WWE and TNA. You know, because I mean it's such a popular business to get into. Is that some standard that should be set as a requirement? Because I see us as individuals that make our own individual deals. That's what I've been doing for 20 years. You ain't got no every 90 days you get bumped up to get a raise.
RVD, that's been an issue since I started with Florida Championship Wrestling from Florida with Eddie Graham in 1980. That's been an issue from then to Mid-Atlantic to Ted Turner to WWF to WWE, and now it's an issue in TNA.
Now on RVD Radio.
And now it's on RVD Radio. Once again, a lot of information on RVD Radio, but I was fighting the system to try to get some type of insurance for the boys a little bit, and almost got fired a couple of times. Every time I'd open my mouth, it was a bad subject.
Fonzie, motherfucker!
So I had to watch that deal, but it's up to me. It's up to me to cover my ass. If you want insurance, call Lords in London, which a lot of the boys did. It's a high premium, but there it is. But you got to be a high dollar guy to get that Lords of London. You got to be Hulk Hogan or Booker T money. You know what I mean? You can't be Fonzie money, $200,000. That don't get you big insurance, but.
Let me ask you something. If that's not how it should be, and if everybody should get it, where do you draw the line? If not at WWE and TNA guys, but you don't include indie guys, but you're not just talking about TNA and WWE guys.
Indie guys don't have a chance. WWE guys have a chance. TNA guys got a chance, but to get some type of health insurance. But it's all in our contract. I knew Van Dam, when you negotiate your contract, you should negotiate your deal. But every time I've gotten hurt on the job, stitched up, steel plates, broken bones, they've taken care of it. But you know what I mean? I was lucky to working for Vince or
make you feel better, Nick. Nicky Star, every time
I had to pay $10,000.
Nicky.
Paul Heyman didn't pay for my broken arm. Paul Heyman did. Paul Heyman did, and I did.
Hey,
Nicky,
RVD. Hey, RVD.
Yes.
RVD.
Yes.
DVP, I gotta step back, but I want to remind everybody who's listening right now that tomorrow night, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, RVD will be on YRG Radio. So come on by and hear what he's got to say there. It's a different kind of show. I'm looking forward to having you on there, RVD. So
right on. Where do we find YRG Radio?
Hey, I'm calling in. We're going to pick this subject back up on YRG.
Oh, dude, I'm going to call into that, too.
All right, bring it up.
I'm Booker T.
All over the country, because Booker T don't be on that talking shit.
Where do we find YRG Radio?
Go to DiamondDallasPage.com. Brooke, give me a chance. Give me the floor for 1 second. Go to my brand new site, DiamondDallasPage.com. And for you guys who do like to talk wrestling, go to my The Real DDP blog there. And I got Wrestling Wednesdays. And you can check out what I have to say on that. You can backlog on that. Hey, it's been a pleasure. I'll talk to you monkeys later.
Fonzie's going on, Daddy.
Cool, later, dude.
All right.
DDP.
All right, DDP. Be cool now.
Rob.
Yes, Nicky Star. I just asked you if you felt better that knowing that Fonzie was taken care of every time he was hurt in the ring.
Very good taken care of, but lucky.
As long as you have unspoken insurance and I don't have to worry about you at night, then I'm fine. But now I'm worrying about Booker T's twins, see?
So, no, we good. We all good.
We good.
Booker T and the Huffman family down here, we good. We straight. We got it.
All right, then.
It's all good, man. He's fighting for the middle.
That's to be like, no come cheap.
But hey, Rob, here's part of the deal too, right? That you're not getting is, I did the union stuff for the police department for years, and the new guys, they're just walking in. They'll work for nothing. And then if they tell them that we can't give you guys insurance, some of them are so focused on getting that job, they don't give a fuck. They don't look at the whole big
police department is different. That's government work. You guys got $1 million worth of anything.
You know, listen. But here you go. Half these guys are into wrestling. If they told them, we're going to let you be on SmackDown or Raw, we're going to pay you 50 cents, and you cover your own hotel room, but you're going to get to be on TV, and you're going to get to wrestle Booker T.
Not too many guys. A couple of job guys would take that offer, but nobody like Van Dam, Fonzie, or Booker T would take that offer.
I'm the guy that messed up the business.
I got two things to say.
You can sell that to Fonzie and Van Dam want big money. We want real money, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, officer. This Booker T, do that rookie work his way up to get insurance, though, if you stick around long enough?
No, because he gets it right off the bat, because there's a bunch of older guys who fucking sacrificed to get it for him walking through the door.
Yeah, but if the guy...
No, I'm saying saying hypothetically.
Okay.
I'm saying hypothetically. Hypothetically.
Okay, I got you.
They didn't put for fucking nothing just to drive around in that car. They would.
Exactly my point. You said everything, man. You said it all.
I would like to see Jisco Union one time in my lifetime with some goddamn wrestling. It would never been. Which I like to see.
That sounds like Too Cold Scorpio.
What's up, Daddy?
Yeah, that's Scorpio.
That's you.
Hey, me and Hal, baby, what?
That's you. Oh, shit. We're going to tear up Orlando, brother. Pay-per-view. Scorpio, you got your game on?
You know I do, man.
Brother, I got a six-pack. Fonzie looking trim, beautiful. Got a $1 million outfit ready for the pay-per-view. Looking good. Van Dam's got a new move. Everything's right Sunday night.
Check you out, boy. I'll see you up in here.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. We're going to holler.
All right, so listen, let me just add that comparing pro wrestling to police work is kind of like comparing hockey to midget corn husking.
No, you're right. Okay, what about this for a second? What if you got a fucking company, like say you got a steelworkers company that employs 200 steelworkers, right? That goes around and builds bridges around the fucking country, which there are those companies, right? And there's not a lot of guys. There's 150 guys. There's specialty guys that climb scaffolding. They're paint shit real high. Those fucking guys.
Hey, we were all sacrificed to get insurance for the young guys. I guarantee you, bro.
Something just happened to your phone, Fonzie. Fonzie, something just happened to your phone, Daddy. Say something.
Daddy, holler.
Say that again, dude.
You there?
Fonzie,
you in a bad area, Fonzie. You messing up everybody.
And Jingles, take a caller.
Take a caller. Okay, we're gonna go local, and we're gonna go to. Hang on a second. Caller number 15. No, that's 15.
Hurry up, motherfucker.
Everybody's just listening. We're gonna go to Billy B in Mississippi.
Caller, man. I'm waiting on the caller.
What's up, Billy B in Mississippi?
You agree with me.
What's up, man?
Billy B in Mississippi. You been listening to this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You got anything that hasn't been said?
I'm with you. I think you're totally right. You've been preaching the same thing for years.
He probably sleep with his sister, too.
Right, Booker. Now listen. I think Booker's right, too. Somebody that teaches a school that's teaching all the right things to do. Maybe in 10
There you go. He's putting you over for having a rest.
Okay, all right. My bad.
You'll take it.
And I think that's what...
Hey, I'm trying to call Sabu. I don't know if he's going to pick.
You know Sabu out. He's shaking his sleep, man.
Probably so.
Sabu got so many broken
Please
bones.
leave your message.
Yeah, he ain't there. All right, fuck it. All right, well, Billy B, appreciate you calling in, man. That's, pretty much he says we both have some valid points, which I can see how someone would think that if they were calling from Mississippi. But, Mike from Pennsylvania, Bruce don't see you, man.
He's on.
He's on, how you guys doing? Motherfucker, right?
Mike from motherfucker.
Mike from motherfucker.
Thanks, That's the new one. Mike from motherfucker.
Mike, you got listen to this talent pool, Mike. You got Booker T, Too Cold Scorpio, Fonzie motherfucker, RVD, and the RVD radio crew, comedian Bruce Jingles, Nikki Starr. What's on your mind tonight?
I was just calling to wish you guys good luck for the pay-per-view. I'm so psyched. I'm ready to watch it.
Yeah.
And also, too, I kind of hear the whole insurance thing. I live real close to the Amish, and I was, even wondering why some of them don't have insurance. Or actually, all of them don't have insurance.
You should have to have insurance if you're an Amish book. There's a lot more Amish people than there are pro wrestlers.
Well, there was one, right? Roadkill. I wonder if he had insurance.
That's a good question. I wonder if he does.
What do you mean? What do you mean by they don't get insurance? What are you talking about?
Well, they kind of govern themselves and stuff, and they don't even pay taxes. Some of them, and to be honest, they just do their own thing.
I need to be Amish then, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay taxes.
You'd be able to do whatever you want.
They won't let us in, Scorpio.
I won't get it.
No, we won't get it.
I would kill for that deal, man, if I didn't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Live a nice life, you build houses, get the, you can make some money off the tourists, the New York tourists that come down here, and sell some clothes and stuff. It's a nice life.
Here's a little fuel for the fire for Book. Here's what I have a major problem with, and this is at UFC headquarters. I walk into UFC headquarters. They got a bitchin' building, state of the art, beautiful. You got 50 employees, let's say. They're all living cush lives, great jobs, 5 to 6 figure income, with insurance, with health benefits and everything else. But the fighters don't have it. What's wrong with that? I don't know if it's the same way in Connecticut. I don't know if you walk into the WWE office and everybody there has insurance and everybody there's got a cookie to push a pencil around.
It's the exact same way, man. It's the exact same way, and I agree with you totally, man. I mean, we literally are butting heads to sports that, though, man. I mean, I don't feel like a person that works. Just like I say, I don't care. We talk. Let's say WWE. I worked there for 8 years, and I feel like that was a long time. I don't feel like an independent contractor works somewhere for 8 years and can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think
you are. No, you are. You are an independent contractor.
Well, I know I am, but like I say, I don't know any independent contractors get told how
for
to
the benefit of the company.
Pro wrestling. Now you know one.
Benefits the athlete.
Well,
that benefits the company far better than the
pro wrestling and midget corn husking. Which, by the way, I mentioned midget corn husking, and then an Amish dude called. Was that weird?
No, it'd be weirder.
Corn cobbing or corn husking?
What? It'd be weirder if he was a midget.
Caller number 3.
Maybe he is.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, right. And caller number 3, Aaron, motherfucker.
Aaron,
hey, guys.
Hey, what up, Aaron? Thanks for calling from Seattle.
What up, guys, motherfuckers? Yeah, Bruce Jingles. How are you, buddy?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I can't complain. I just want to start, and I definitely have been listening to the whole conversation, Rob, so I actually have my 2 cents on the whole insurance and union thing. Obviously I'm not in business, so I can't know. But anyway, what I want to say first, is just that I can't wait for your main event with Jerry Lynn on Sunday.
It'll be so fucking awesome. I'm working out.
I hope you can tear the house down like you did with him in Hardcore Heaven, dude. I hope you can. I really do. So.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. But no free promos here. But anyway, I honestly think that I see both sides of the insurance thing debate. I think that Booker T's right in some instance that you can't. You don't want to work for a company. I mean, yes, he understands he's an independent contractor, but you can't. After a while, you do feel loyal to a company, and you want to be loyal to a company. They're not going to. They should offer you insurance because of that, because of your loyalty. But on the other hand, I see your side, Rob, because at the same time, if you're a smart businessman like you guys are, that you guys plan for these things because you know in your mind and already know ahead of time that you are an independent contractor. So you have to make those decisions ahead of time and plan.
Sounds like she thought you were kind of foolish, Book.
No, it's the way it's one hour.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How can we plan the future because you can't predict the future, what's going to happen? So how can you?
That's what insurance is all about. It's gambling.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's what I think. But I think that all of you guys should have it, though. That's the thing.
Say that again.
I think you guys should all have it, though. I mean, you guys are no different than like you say, the professional athletes. I mean, you're not even any different than just me, the average worker. I mean, you all need to be protected, just like anything else. Healthcare is so damn expensive for everybody.
Wait a minute. Well, okay, wait a minute now. Now, I'm digging you here from a halfway standpoint. You can't cross the fence. You can't be on both sides. You got to be on one or the other side when it comes to this issue.
Well, no, but you
I agree, because you either make sense or you're on Booker's side.
No.
But no, that's not fair. You know that.
Pick a side, any side.
Because of what you just said, the guys that work for the company, they should be covered. But let's put that guy aside for a second and think about his family. What about that? What do you think about that?
Well, no, I think that I mean, I guess if we're gonna drop names, I think Ben should take care of all of his workers because you guys are. He is the company. He is WWE, and that's wrestlers.
He is the industry.
If he WWE, is wrestlers WWE. Now, because he just own a damn name. He makes money off of us.
Right. But what's your name?
He makes money off all you guys. He's still making money off you guys.
Aaron, Aaron, this is Booker T. I just want to say thank you very much. I mean, you right on.
Oh, thank you, Booker.
Everybody else in this panel except Rob. you know, and but we love him anyway.
So, Brooke, what she was saying is that Vince is the whole industry. So basically, that's what you're talking about, is just saying Vince should offer it. Anyway, we're about to wrap up. We're going to cut us off in about 40 seconds. So got your last words out here, Booker T. You got anything to plug besides your twins? Congratulations tomorrow.
Okay. Congratulations, Booker T, on our new baby.
Let me, I'm going to cap it off like this here, and I'm going to say good night, guys.
Okay.
I got to get up early and go to the hospital.
Thank you for the conversation. Seriously,
thank you.
Like Rob say, I will say it. Yes, WWE should supply their guys with health insurance and their families. And
second,
I believe all wrestling companies need to. Period.
So,
thank you, Tito. Thank you, Fonzie. Thank you, DDP.
Thank you, everybody. I'll see you at Freak Week. Come on.
The whole fucking show. Throw it down. The whole fucking show. Assassinator! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! I said got straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can stop the straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! I will fly high! 5-star frog splash! You can't stop me! 5-star frog splash! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! It's all about the yin and the yang! The balance, the power, the zen! You can't stop the yin and the yang!